What I enjoy doing is creating experiences for people where, as a VJ, the music becomes better.
My name's Zach Walker and I'm an installation artist and a VJ. My creative journey started, I guess, when I was quite young, doing photography and just a little bit of art, but I really came to realize that the art that I wanted to do with video happened when I got to Hull, actually. I started taking a little video course so I could learn how to use the camera as a tripods, but realistically I was just using all their equipment so I could make a movie. I've started by playing DVD players and doing parties, doing visuals at a party, which was just a really mellow rock and roll thing with a few DJs. And throughout my journey have worked with education, worked with festivals, worked making music videos. My equipment has changed quite drastically in what I use and how I present the information and the work that I make. And the artists that I've worked with have definitely developed from being a couple of my friends in bands to now working with international DJs, international bands, and a beatboxer quite specifically over the last 3 or 4 years. I started using a camera and then playing video content out to a projector from that camera. Then moved to DVD players, VHS players, using an AV mixer to mix original content with lots of samples that I took from different programming, different iconic and really interesting movies and content and video that I've always enjoyed, to then shooting quite a bit myself of dancing, of quite trippy looking water reflections, of birds flying in the air, quite typical kind of VJ things where it's a bit just aesthetically pleasing things that you see in the world and taking it and then kind of minimizing it into something that's quite cerebral and quite weird and awesome and goes well with music. Some of the most interesting work I've ever done, and the work that I still like to do the most really, is when I get to collaborate with different artists. I've worked with DJ Shadow and Moby and XXYYXX and Apparat and played visuals for Flying Lotus, and that's been experiences where it was almost otherworldly when I got to play with those people, because I've listened to their albums and I've been inspired by their music, and then all of a sudden I'm on, you know, maybe not on stage with them all the time, but I'm on the same level in terms of the performance of it, and that has been incredible, and that's very much in the kind of VJ world. It's been amazing to create the content now where I'm playing things and creating work that no one else has because it's original art. And that's what you get with collaborations, is you get minds coming together to make work that, you know, you really are making something important to yourself and I think significant to the world. That's my favorite thing, and that's what I hope to do the rest of my life, is collaborate. I find more inspiration with that. I always work by myself and have ideas, but those ideas a lot of the time come down to things that I will always be interested in and play with myself for the rest of my life. Where when you collaborate with others, you're really pushing yourself to do things you've never done before. I came to Hull, it's 14 years ago, I think 15 years ago now, and it was off the back of living in Hawaii for a year. So there was a massive difference in the two places. But I met my best friend, and I've worked with so many incredible artists here and had just the most inspiring, really, experience in this city. There's an ethos of the people in this city that is missed by a lot of people, and that's quite generous, giving, caring people who really make genuine artwork that's significant. I think people here are great, and I think the art that's made here is incredible, and people should be really proud to be from here. When people say, what is Hull, or where is Hull, or even people in England who don't know where it is, I'm always telling them that it's up in Yorkshire, it's next to the Humber, and it's a wonderful place where people are actually really good to each other, and lots of amazing things happen. But I do my best to kind of tout it all around the world wherever I go.
No, it's me.
Paul HQ.
I didn't wear it. Just so
Yeah.
I've got it on good coach.
I recommend you have the one you prefer.
We don't know.
I know, but
So it's nice.
it's a bit fruity.